Man, I'm excited for this one. Big things are coming in. By the way, if you haven't tried Mario Kart Wii Deluxe X mod, try it, man. It's actually free. Like, you could just download it and then you can play it on Dolphin or Xbox Series X. Is it Xbox Series X or is it S or X? I mean, like, both. Now I can't remember. But seriously, 750 tracks? It's gonna take forever to learn to remember. But honestly, that is a fun game though. I just need to get better at Mario Kart Wii. Because I am DRASH garbage! Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm kind of mid. I could do DK Mountain, cut, Ultra Cut. I could do DK Summit double cut some of the time. I think I got Mushroom Gorge cut as well. You know, the one at the very end. So I am sort of mid at the game. I just need to get a lot better. I need to play more tracks. But anyways, let's get to what's this episode's really about. Welcome back to Crazy Talks Football, ladies and gentlemen. And I know what you're thinking. Why are we doing this? Because the NFL and college football are done. Is college football really done? Because I'm going to be talking about something I have been doing, I've been setting up for as far as this offseason goes. But yes, I will still do, the free agency signings, all the offseason trades and everything else, the notable ones at least. And I will still be doing the draft. But I remember doing the first one season of this, and I was like, I need to do a lot better if I'm going to attract more viewership, and hopefully this will help me with this. I swear the build-up's going to be out of this world. But if you have enjoyed this series up to this point, make sure you give this episode a bit of thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single one of my videos. That helps the channel a lot. This is Chris as always. I'm not further delay. Let's get straight to it. Okay, so to all the YouTube viewers that have not seen something like this before, let me explain this to you. Yes, already did a first season of this sim, and yes, I'm doing a season 2 of it. This is also for the Instagram viewers as well. If you are joining this video from Instagram, yeah. There are some things you don't know about season 2. There's also a few things that you may already know. So yes, season 2 of Inside Bit Football 2004 sim, I'm going to be telling all you guys of what is new for that season. These are just the new features to look out for, of course. I'm going to be going over all these and also some other ones that I will talk about a little bit soon after. So the first big change in this season is, if you've already seen it, the top 10 showcase. I did not do this live, by the way. But basically what this top 10 showcase is that preseason top 10 teams before every season will play 2 fellow top 10 opponents in the first 2 non-conference games each season. Obviously, it depends on when your second open week is, because week 1 games, I think almost every team should have a week 1 slot open. And then the second game slot, it depends, like, if you have a conference game week 2, that really screws things up, but more than likely, it's always going to be week 2 for the second game. Of course, they're always random draw. I'll have to, figure out some way to do it live if it does reach the amount of likes you see on there. And yes, every single top 10 showcase game will be streamed on, oh yeah, my face cam is covered, the Twitch handle that you see right there. I think this will be a very fun way because, college football hardly ever does something like this. Because, it's all about money. Like, some of these top 10 teams will probably not want to face top 10 opponents because, they want at least a shot at the playoff, of course. They won't want to ruin their chances of, getting players hurt and everything, and also losing their shot at, like I said, the college football playoff. But since this is like BCS, there's like a lot more to play for. National superiority and even, a chance to show off a really good resume. Because, you go 2-0 in this kind of thing, you are really going to have some very good wins. Those are really the pros and cons of this 10-10 showcase. Hey, NCAA, take notes. Next up, the second big thing we're adding is magazines. Instagram viewers have already seen a couple of them. The preseason and off-season for the season 1 off-season and the season 2 preseason magazines. Obviously, they're just showing expectations and also the newcomers that could change progress for the better. That, of course, is the incoming freshmen. And also JUCO players. There's also expectations out there to see how a team is doing up to that point and how the media judges the top 25 on how well they can do as far as, national championship contenders, conference contenders, that sort of thing. Obviously, preseason, you have the preseason top 25, Heisman watch, you got conference favorites, dark horses headed into the beginning of the year, and also top QBs by overall. Yeah, there is an overall system in NCAA Football 2004, so I'll have to, send those over. I mean, I did that in that preseason post, so yeah, you'll see that from every season onward. Offseason, that's just key departures, the underclassmen that were either sophomores or juniors that were leaving, and I'm doing just all sophomores and also 90 plus overall juniors. Then you also got the top 10 recruits. Some of them will be auto-generated, others will be custom made. I mean, it really depends on what's it called, how high their overall will probably be. That's the same thing with top 10 QB recruits, custom made or not. You also got top 10 recruiting classes as well, seeing which teams do the best in recruiting. And unfortunately, there is no way I can do the manual recruiting thing, so it's all up to chance. I mean, you can send custom players, you just won't be able to, recruit them unless I, do some sort of manipulation kind of thing. That probably will not happen because, as good of a recruiter as I am on these old school games, I'm not that good. And of course, you got mid-season, the mid-season Heisman watch, there's a preseason Heisman watch, and there will also be a mid-season one. Then you got stat leaders heading into the mid-season, conference standings at the mid-season, so conference records, you can see how that's shaping up. Obviously, it probably won't matter too much as, there's a lot of conference play to, go in the second half of the year. And also the first BCS rankings in SML 04. It's been that way for most of the old school college football games. It's always been week 9. So I could probably do that week 9 or week 10. And when award 75 lists come in, I'm saying week 11, I'll probably maybe do that as well. These will obviously happen throughout the course of the year, the course of the season, and also seasons continuing on. Third key point here is more stream games. Yes, we are doing more stream games per game a week because, there's week 1, week 2, week 3, and so on. I mean, obviously, it's disregarding weeks with no top 10 showcase games because obviously all 5 of the showcase games for each of the first and second non-conference games these teams play will be streamed, of course. So, for week 5's instance, there's one game there, so I'll have to pick one game out there to do a big new kickoff for because that one game that's being played on week 5 will obviously be the game day game. But this will be the case. The more stream games part will be there for weeks 3, 4, and then 6 and onward. Again, there is the Twitch handle if you need to take a look at it. Green Surprise, of course, _. Make sure you don't forget the underscore because, it will get really awkward if you don't. So, multiple games are streamed every game week from the season onward, as it's already been said. I just want to get more games out there so that, more college football to watch, sort of. Well, it's kind of college football, but it kind of isn't either. Speaking of more college games, of course, the game day slates will now have a big unit game day game. I mean, we've seen the game day, or the Insta viewers have seen the game day ones with containing 5 games, but never really a big unit game day sort of thing. It's always been game day and that's it. That's not the case for season 2. It will have big unit game day. There will also be game day picks alongside the game day slates, so when the first game day happens, top 10 showdown will also have these kind of picks as well. There's the Instagram handle. I guess you could, go on Instagram if you have that app and type that in to go follow that so you won't miss anything from there. Or if you don't have Instagram, you might as well install Instagram, make an account, go to this Instagram handle and follow it, damn it. Don't worry, like this thing says, I will post that link in the description as well. So main takeaways, game day slates now have a big new game alongside the game day game. And also the picks will be there alongside the slates. So it will be a 2 post game day slates, sort of something like that. That will go for every single week. Just some other features as well for season 2. New final scoreboards, yes. The old scoreboard, I mean, I personally like it, but at the same time, it's a new era. It's a new season, so definitely going to update the scoreboards. I'll have to start working on those a little bit, so Don't expect any games this week. I will say the first games will be happening next week. Then, speaking of which, weekly players of the week will also be a post as well. So, like every single week, you know, when we advance, there will be a player of the week on there, whether it's national. I will just do national ones. Maybe some important conference players of the week as well. Player of the game, yes. So players of the game will be with top 10 showcase games, college game day, and new kickoff final scores. Streak milestones. I wanted to talk about this one. I wanted to think carefully about how to explain this. So what I mean by streak milestones, like when you hit a certain barrier as far as a winning streak, like a college football program gets like 30 wins, 20 wins, 40 wins, maybe even 50 wins. Maybe even 70 wins. Ohio Bobcats one time in one of my 04 sims that I never did on this one. Those kind of barriers as far as streak milestones, and also a streak breaker as well. So like when one team, let's just say, well, like I said, the Ohio Bobcats winning 58 straight games and then losing a game, like a regular season game to, let's say like USC or Fresno State. When a long streak like that comes to an end, I will make sure to let you know about that. I will also have to check weekly on the winning streaks, seeing what in the hell is going on. Probably won't do 20, maybe 30. Maybe 30 is the minimum, or I could make it 25 if deciding 25 or 30 is the minimum, you know, win streak for the streak milestones in the comments. And of course, highlights of other important games. I am using OBS to record all my videos, so when I get the chance, I will record the games that are not being streamed and post their highlights onto there. Like, so very important games, like some of the ranked games that wouldn't cut it. Like if there was an absolutely stacked week of games as far as like over 5 ranked games, I will have to post the ranked versus ranked for that one, the one that gets left out. And also some upsets as well. Like, I will have to record every single game just to make sure. And if it's not there, then, yeah, I'll just delete it and everything else. If it's not an upset or it's not a top 25 game between 2 ranked teams, I'll just have to delete that one. They're going to be extremely important games. We'll also do the, the ones that were on the game day slate that weren't up in noon kickoff or a game day game as well. And yeah, that about wraps it up. Awesome Houston also Season 2 of the Sim League, man. I can't wait for it, and I hope you can't wait for it either. Like I said before, games will start next week. I'll have to really prepare myself for this whole thing because, it's going to be a long one. And it should carry us to perhaps either the preseason or the start of the regular season. I'm banking on start of the regular season. But if I could get it, if we could get it shorter, that would be awesome. But anyways, I'll leave the links to the Twitch and also the Instagram on the description so you guys can go check those out. And that'll do it for this episode of Grizzly Talks Football. I can't wait for this season of the Sim League. Anyways, if you enjoyed this episode, and it's a short one, make sure you give this a big thumbs up, hit the red subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single one of my videos. This is the greatest signing off for now, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Peace, love, keep the Grizzly vibes with you at all times. Take care.